Hey, what day is it? It's Wednesday. I think it's like the 19th, 2023. Talk about it. So what we're talking about is churches, business funding, personal funding, which is personal funding so you can fund your business on your own, um, ministering, and churches. So you guys, it's so many. I talked earlier today. There was a lady. There was a lady that invited me to a very nice lady uh, to a Zoom prayer meeting. So I hopped in. There was nobody there, of course, because everybody's probably at work, right? And so the first time I hopped in, nobody was there. Then I waited until a little bit later, like closer to 7 o'clock in the evening. Still nobody was there. So I said I'll have prayer on my own. So here's the prayer, okay, that I prayed about. So remember, and I know y'all remember if y'all even watch my channel, there's only like maybe 2 or 3 people that watch it regularly, right? But if y'all remember, I talked about how when I was first going through this thing, I talked about um, it's tough to talk about. I talked about the two sides of the same coin as far as perseverance and struggling, and how I used to always look at perseverance like, oh, that's such a great thing because people talk about perseverance. It's such a great thing. But then I realized going through this bout this year of whatever's going on in my life that, hey, perseverance is just the flip side of the coin of struggling. And I was tired of struggling. I was tired of pushing bicycles, trying to move stuff, trying to do this, trying to do that. I'm tired of struggling. I didn't see the benefit of that. Then, and I'm about to tell y'all the whole story. There's a lot of story to go with it. Then, situation where, like I said, soup kitchens, talking to people, trying to outreach. And when I say outreach, it's not coming from a place of where I think I'm doing something for somebody else. Anybody, anything, they're doing things for me, because I'm getting in contact with different resources and stuff like that. I'm about to redo my web page. I finally got some feedback on it where somebody told me it was too busy. Thank you for that feedback. I'm about to work on it when I get back. So if you're wondering what I'm doing out here tonight, I got back from a quote unquote church service. Okay. And I'm flabbergasted. But this is the church that I told y'all where the lady was just like, oh, she fit right in. She was saying that at first for the reason that I thought was because, I said I was just walking by and she's expecting me to be better, money and whatever, towards the end. And again, I thought I was speaking to the pastor when I left, but I wasn't. I was speaking to this other man, right? And so the pastor, I have to remember, looks younger, looks kind of like Steve Harvey, because he's the one that I need to address about these things. So, so, um, it's just so much. I don't even know where to start, but it's a spiritual thing and it's deep. Okay, it's real deep. But that's what it was. Um, I knew for sure that on Sundays I didn't need to go because it was a big old fashion show, and the pastor's wife was there to be seen. Tonight, the same thing. Like I said, I handed out my website a few times, was looking for people to just give feedback. She was looking on a website looking for the next expensive bag to purchase. So, and then what I got was basically shut down because I'm not a quote unquote member, you know. And I was like, I'm a member of the body of Christ. And then the word has spread pretty much you don't talk to her because she's not a member of the church. So the word has spread. So now where she was actively engaging me and saying, oh, she's going to fit right in. Now she's not a member. You're not a member, you know? So that's where it is. And then she even went so far because I think part of the goal of me going there tonight, I'm still going to go every Wednesday because she's done it now. If she invited me once, I'm going to keep going because there's words that come in different ways and it's kind of hypocritical the way it comes back out. But the thought of the week has been for me and for this man that I met at another church, is that, your light is only effectiveness in the dark. Okay, so I took it even further because when I was looking at this church and looking at the way people were talking to each other, at each other, whatever, that they're under the false impression that they have light, but they don't. They don't have light. What is actually going on is that the artificial light that's given makes them feel like they have light. But if you walk out here in the darkness, like I'm walking out here in the darkness, and your light doesn't shine, you don't truly have any light. So you're not effective in the dark because you don't have any real light. Okay? I talked about how, you know, on that church, I talked on one end how, there's a lot of innocent spirits there, maybe two or three really innocent spirits that I've seen. But on the flip side of that, there's a lot of very worldly spirits that manipulate and maneuver the innocent spirits. And the innocent spirits don't know, intentionally or unintentionally, what the heck is going on. Okay, but back to why I'm out here tonight. I was out here tonight because I was blessed today. And so my job tonight is to find somebody somehow to minister to. And when I say minister, not a whole bunch of words, because words don't do anything for anybody. But like I said, the shower, the shower situation, let somebody have a free shower at the spot, right? Um, the sleeping place situation, that too, right? But again, the thing that I'm concerned about is my safety. You know, I actually came across someone, and it was a female, and I know that she's a decent female because I've spoken to her before in my journeys. And right now, because I have on a dress and it's white, I don't look as homeless as usual. So sometimes that may turn people off too if you're going into the street. But I am. But so it's just so much. So the question I asked, I told y'all in the video about the real board of directors, which should be other homeless people, because they know best what they need, or we know best, however you want to put it. There's different forms of homelessness, right? We know best, they know best, however you want to say it, what we need. But I don't know. So I've been blessed, so I have to pay it forward. I don't have any, I have to pay it forward. I have to. This light that someone gave me from their hard-earned whatever they did, I have to somehow pay it forward, right? Even if it's just a meal and a shower, I think would be good. But then again, I'm scared because if word gets around, people do talk, then you have people that you didn't, that you didn't tell because you were scared of those people. They may be nice to the people that you did it for, but, you know, they would have been nice to the people you did it for. But the truth of the matter is, is that they may not show you the same kindness. To them, you might just be a mark, you know? So that's the issue. That's the issue that I'm having, because like I said, I found two people. It's a man and his woman. And that's the thing too about the difference between, and I think maybe I should go the long way. I am going the long way so I can run into more people. But that's the difference, I think, between um, I talked to y'all about how it always seems like, even when I was on TikTok and I saw like people saying they were helping homeless people, and it was always men that they were helping, and I was like, what is it about men? Why is everybody? And then I would see women distressing in the comments saying, I have 3 kids and I'm homeless, and nobody gives me anything or offers me anything. And I believe that's true. As a female, nobody's offered me anything. I've had to ask, and then the website, like I said, I got lucky. So Yeah, and what's sad about this is that just leaving church, there was nobody at the church that I could talk to and say, "Hey, this is what I'm doing. Does somebody want to join me in doing this?" That would be security. Somebody being at the place, when the showers are being given. Nobody. you know so maybe I should have done it better. I didn't have my pre-written little signs or designs or whatever, but then they killed it before it started because the word that was being passed around was like, oh, she's not a member, she's not a member, so basically don't talk to her. Whereas before I wasn't a member either, but the woman was actively trying to pull me into the fold. But then there's a realization that I have real goals, of my own, and it's just, so that's sad to me that I just left a church where they were just talking about, they had a guest speaker that was hardly paid. And that's what I was trying to do, trying to find out how can I be considered for being paid as a guest speaker? How can I somehow put together a presentation to present to you what I have to offer? But basically, they shut me down. You're not a member. And then somebody says, well, talk to the woman about the women's ministries. And they were just like, oh, the women's ministries are just for members. There's a website, but only members can access it. So it's just, and then to the point where they were driving it so that even to communicate, if you're not a member, you don't have a right to communicate. That's crazy. So it was just completely shut down. But I am going to continue to go. It just means that when I come, each time I come, I got to come harder because I believe there's a reason for me to be there. I'm going to, like I said, I've been blessed a little bit. So I'm going to put together, if I have to go and handwrite them all and make sure that I get them all out there, I'm going to. I'm going to revamp the website tonight. But tonight, I feel like I absolutely have to somehow benefit somebody. Now, I'm telling you guys that I came across a couple, and I need to start trying to spill because I'm thinking if somebody at that church was really down with the real cause, they would have been providing security with me, at the place, or just being there as support while these people took a shower, had something to eat, and whatever. But I can't do that by myself, for this reason. And this is the reason why, like I was saying, this is the reason why I think, like I said, I was wondering why is it that always, I'm noticing that it is the men that always get help. Like one lady was talking about how she saw this man walking for miles and miles with groceries. I walk miles and miles with groceries all the time. Ain't nobody trying to help, you know. But the thing is, with homeless people, with the women, I think either they're going to be with a dude for protection, so it makes it harder, or they're not outwardly displaying that they're homeless because safety, you know. And so it's easier, you know, because you'll have a male being single to themselves. And this is so sad. There's no guidance, you know. You have a male being single to themselves, and it's easier to approach, like, you know, a single male will approach you, and then you talk about, the situation of homelessness and, taking into consideration, okay, if I let this person get some rest here, then they can take a shower, but there are women that need that too, So I think that's my goal too. The next goal is a woman, I have to find a single woman. But then again, like I said, women are dangerous too. The woman, um, but I got to find some kind of way to bless somebody. I guess I figured out, and now I'm hungry, you know. Um, I feel, I don't know how I feel, and I don't feel defeated because there is somebody that helped me today tremendously, you know, and in God's name. That has nothing to do with this church and probably helped me. The people that are going to help you are not from the conglomerate of a church. They are from individuals that, have the same passion as you, that for whatever reason, God, they're doing okay, you know. Um, yeah, yeah. So it's like I'm twisted a little bit because my heart is a little bit weary on that, even though I got so much encouragement. Like I said, the lady visited my site, wanted to purchase my book. I told her it was on pre-order, and she was like, let me know when it's ready. But basically, when it's ready, she's getting a free book because she's invested with the cost of the book on the web pages already. Okay, so she's getting a free book. So that's encouragement. So I need not to cry with spilled milk. So what I need to worry about, just like I said with the thing when I was trying to do the newsletter and the Miami Convention Center said, yeah, go ahead and submit it here. And I was so worried about wanting, this homeless post, Lotus House or whatever, to invite me to submit mine there because I was a client there and, they had no love. I need to focus on those people. Like Mr. Rogers said, focus on those people that are trying to help, because sometimes when you're put in places, it's not about those people helping you. It's about you helping those people, and God put people in place in front of you so that those people can help you. And this woman did. So I owe, you know, and like I said, I'm walking, and hopefully, I bump into a spirit or something that, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can bring this person. I didn't feel comfortable with that man and that woman. And like I said, I think I'm getting side eyes from other homeless. There's different forms of homeless, like I said, but I think I'm getting side eyes from certain types of homeless people because perhaps they think that I'm misrepresenting, but I'm not. There's different types, and I want so bad, I want so bad. Um, I don't know how to say it because I don't know how it's coming off. I don't know any of that. All I know is that this is my passion. It's my passion for me, and I can't be crying over the fact that, I just came from a church and then, that's no secret. The homeless people knew that too. They were like, yeah, they're real sick up and whatever. People knew that already. So maybe if I talk to this woman, I don't know, because she works a real job too. So I can't, you know, she's done enough. Uh, um, maybe if I continue to go to that church, maybe I'll run into some of the brothers or people that are in the area. And then what I do need to talk about that happened, and the reason I know about that church is a couple different reasons. A while back, I'm tired and dehydrated now, and I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just wandering at this point, um, looking to bump into people. But at this time of night, people are trying to turn in. So, um, okay. So anyhow, it's like I'm at a loss for words. My heart wants to cry, but my spirit know there's no need to because I'm being offered help. God is helping me. Um, through whatever angels and directly through people, places, and things he's putting me in my place. And this was the other part that I didn't mention that I wanted to mention. I talked about struggle and perseverance being the flip side of the same coin, right? Okay. In addition to that, in addition to that, challenges and opportunities are also the flip side of the same coin. Because as you guys know, this past 3-4 months, however months, this past year has absolutely been insane. The only part that hasn't been insane was after that situation happened at that first job, and I just did nothing. Literally, I was just depressed. I didn't look for work, didn't work, none of that for a while. I had to recover. Then I started getting my body back together, and it worked because I was able to jump, all of that, right? And then after that, it's just when I started moving towards what I figured to be my goals, it just all went crazy again. And I guess truly, truly, that's God's way of saying, be still, I got this. So I don't have any choice but depend on God, the true God's people, and the true resources through the true God's people that are given to me, right? So that's, that's all I have. So um, I definitely, I owe my heart and my soul to God. So I have to find a way somehow, I know I need help. I know I can't do it by myself, and I know that because of safety reasons, and then also with the knowledge and understanding that people really aren't honest. Because I had a couple of situations, even though I'm technically homeless and I've been through varying states of homelessness, I've always been kind of honest in my homelessness. You know what I'm saying? I was honest. I didn't, if it was information that I had that I didn't want to give somebody, I would just say, hey, I'm not comfortable giving you that information, or undisclosed, even if it was my name. I don't want to give out my name because you don't need it. You can talk to me without using my name. I wouldn't make up, I don't know which way to go now. I'm not going down this street. This is where all the homeless services are, but it's nighttime, so ain't nobody over there at night, supposedly. I don't know. I don't know where to go. Let me turn so I'm not just standing on the corner. Oh, so yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know, but I really, really, I truly, I truly feel like this is what I'm, what I'm supposed to be doing. I just have to, like I said, whatever resources God has given me, and these are all God's resources. Ain't I didn't work for any of this. I've been trying to find what y'all already know, trying to do everything under the sun. It's none of this. Anything, any grace that, that's my shadow. I'm scared of my own shadow. This is my shadow. I walked and I saw it and I screamed. But any grace that I have right now, the fact that I'm still standing, whatever the grace is that I have right now, it's only through God's grace. It's not my doing at all, even though I've really tried. Y'all know I've been looking on Indeed, what is it called? Snag a Job, Zip Recruiter, all of that. And everybody is getting a job but me. And I've applied for every type of job known to man. Okay. And I've gotten creative with it. And then I try to create my own jobs. I've been going out lugging weed trimmers. Then I try to sell stuff and people trying to rip me off. And, so it's just unbelievable. Um, it smells like a dead body over here where this church is. So it's been like that since they left this church and stopped doing things here. But I have a purpose. I really believe I do. And I think God is making it so I don't have any choice. I have absolutely no choice than to live in his purpose and to be dependent, not on the system. Because y'all see, I was trying to apply for food stamps. And I even went into the food stamp office because I said, well, they will get better results. And technically I'm homeless. Nope, no results. No results. You know, I'm not getting any results. I'm not getting help that way. As far as me helping myself, I can't. God is just like, be still. You can't get a job. I don't care what it is. I, I can't. And I've been trying. And then, like, literally any job I cannot get. Okay, all I see is unfortunately, unfortunately, unfortunately. And then, like I said, trying to make a job for myself, you know, different things keep happening. Weed trimmer goes out, people saying they're buying stuff, but they're not. All kinds of stuff happening, or putting myself in a situation where I'm selling stuff for the company that's actually on the company website. And then I have people that's trying to rip me off, oh, I'll just hold on to this, but you can go on about your business. What? Or I'm going to give you $5 and I want you to give me everything. Or I'll give you the rest later. That's not even half of what the price is. So, God is making it so that I have no choice but to go to, when I say God's people, I don't mean the building the church, because that's not really God's people. I have no choice but to go to real God's people, to put myself out there and talk to people and actually, find kindred spirits that connect with me, that let me know that, hey, I'm one of God's people, because, he gave me the tool of the website. They went to check the website. They're looking at this, that, and the other, how they can support me. That's what's real. So, um, I don't know, but I do need a board of directors, and that board of directors need to be comprised of some homeless people, because we, however you want to look at it, know what's needed. and I need some actual real some people that are not, that have a heart for it. So you're looking at both sides. Um, yeah. Hey there. Hey. Um, I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. So, um, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. So I know from already with the experience tonight that I need help. You know, I need help, and I got to get a good church. The church that I visited tonight, that church, and none of its members or anybody that visits there, because they're putting it like, oh, she's not a member, meaning that she's not a member and she has a leper. Like, you know, it's how somebody says something, but they say it in a way where it's distasteful and disdainful, but the people that's receiving it don't know why it's disdainful. All they know is there's disdain added to it, so they just know not to talk to this person, right? So I don't know what to do. I don't want to go back empty-handed, but that kind of looks like what's gonna happen. So I don't know, but I guess you know at least I went out here and I walked my Hey you, what's up? How you doing? Oh, I almost didn't recognize you. I'm okay. I tried to get cleaned up and go to a church, and they treated me like garbage, but it's okay. We already know. We already not all churches do that though. It's the people. You got to find the right people because there are certain people in certain churches. I ain't mean to. No, I ain't got no lighter on me. Yeah, there's certain people in certain. Not everybody. I thought everybody was bad too, but I was. Yeah, not everybody in the churches are bad. You got to find the right people, but then sometimes they have the right people, but the wrong people say things to them to make them act a certain way. You look nice. Yeah, I got dressed up. Well, not dressed up, but church ready. Like an angel just flowing down the street. Oh, I appreciate it. Take it a hug. Is that okay? Okay, and I'm sweaty and thankful, but it's okay. It's love. That's what it's talking about. Love is medicine. You smell good. Smell like sweat. Yeah, ain't no sweat, baby. All right. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. I love you. All right. So I don't know, but and this guy pretty cool. I thought he was fat at one time, but I guess he's not. So hey, how you doing? All right. See, and this is why I say people are helping me. Oh, I'm talking on the phone. People are helping me more than I'm helping them because he put my spirit at ease, and I asked him for a hug, and he gave me one. He put my spirit at ease because I'm feeling all consorted, you know. So, sure. Um, but yeah. So, hey, how you doing? All right. So there's a lot of opportunity here, but again, fear. So I think you know I don't know what God is gonna do or how this is all gonna turn out. Um, I don't know. I don't know. But something's got to change, and it's going to change this last section of this year. So, um, mm, I don't know. I don't know. And it's like I want to cry a little bit because I feel like, I don't know. It's like I know it's a turning point for real, for real. So, come on, man. I'm a goon, nigga.
They gonna give me the work, nigga. They gonna give me the work, nigga.
I know y'all. I just wanted to say what's up because I'm walking past. Yeah, but yeah. So I don't know what to do. I don't know. I gotta. Hmm, I gotta have something to show for it. But anyhow, so I'm gonna post this on the reviews to that website. I'm not changing the rating because I believe God put me there, so I'm gonna keep the rating the same. But if you happen to go on that church's website that I'm posting this to and click on this, and you hear what I'm trying to do or I want to do, visit www.theartofgoodincorporated, spelled all the way out.com. Give me your feedback on the website. I already got some feedback, which is that it's a little bit too busy, which, is, probably very true because that's how my mind works. But I am going to take it down a couple notches tonight. There are things that I want to do. Like I said, I did this once already, but I want to do it again. But I need guidance. I need security, some type of security, and I need, like real church people that really love God, that, men and women, you know, that can afford a little bit of time to, um, to help with this cause. I mean, it's serious out here, And like I said, the whole theme for this week has been your light is only effective in darkness, right? So if you think that you have light, and it's only because you're in artificially well lit areas. But if you come out here and whatever light you think you have is it's non-existent, you don't really have a light. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys can help me, I'd appreciate it. www.theartofgoodincorporated.com. Incorporated spelled all the way out. And when I say help me, just giving me feedback on the website. Hey Maria, that's your website is really busy. You need to get straight to the point about what you're doing. you know, that, or hey Maria, I think this may be too much information. Or hey Maria, we need more information on this. Just whatever, or just participate in the forum, you know, any of that, please. I don't know what else to say, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But the review for the church, this is part of the review for tonight's service that I had at the church in which you saw. Like again, like I said, I went there. Um, and what's bringing me back is not because the members want me there, but the members mean the pastor's wife and the pastor. The pastor is like Steve Harvey, and the wife, in his opinion or his eye, is like Marjorie. She sat there the whole time and was shopping. She was in there shopping. And again, the church is where you think that you would build. But anyhow, I believe there's a purpose there. Like I told y'all the last time I went, there was a speaker. He, uh, you know, I'm going to say this: God works in different ways. There's a message in everything. Even though, I don't know, just check out my cause and see if you're down with it. that's all. Tonight, what I wanted to be the end result is to have someone to bring for a shower and for dinner. But, and I did this once before, right? Tonight should have been part two because I feel like I'm obligated to. But, um, safety and security is an issue. Those people that I spoke to initially that may have benefited, they stay in that area a lot, so they would talk to a lot of people, and so the word would get out, and I wouldn't, it would be to people that they trust. But those people, like I said, may look at me as just a mark. Um, so that's when we have to have some type of fellowship going on, you know. Um, Yeah. But I have one person, and like I said, this person, they're supporting me. So I guess all I can do at this point, even if I don't have anybody to bring back or whatever, um, and I don't think being dressed like in a white flowy dress, reaching out to, you know, that's, this ain't the way. But I don't know. I don't know. But that girl that her boyfriend got me those shoes or tried to, I think she would be a good contact. So maybe I'll try to reach out to her. But I don't know which number is hers. It's the problem. I don't know which number is hers and ask her, what would be her feedback on that. And I'm hungry, but like I said, I didn't want to eat and not have somebody else eat too. So mm, I don't know. I don't know. But the best thing I could do, the best use of the resources given me, is to hurry up. Because she's giving me a good resource. Find another job. Do my best to do that so I can be at least self-sufficient on that, and I can work more on getting hands involved to actually do things to, help and have security, whatever. And what I'm thinking about that place being eventually, if I ever get through this, which I think that I am, I don't know. I don't know how anything's going to turn out because it's all up to God and how God moves people, with grace or without grace. I don't know. But I think that, you know, I'm just going to be homeless and that place will be just for, the business related. And if I can get people to, I hope this might be her. If I can get people to, be like, you know, hey, good, how you? Be like, is that my friend? No? Yeah, hey. I was just thinking about you. What you about to do? Hmm? Okay, I gotta ask you a question. So, I've been struggling just a little bit. The job didn't work out, by the way. But what I wanted to do, somebody blessed me a little bit so that, it's a little bit more comfortable where I'm at. You feel me? What I wanted to do, like I said, the week before last, I let somebody come and like take a shower and spend the night. Um, and I was okay with that, but then I thought maybe with safety I should be careful. And then it was a guy, he was okay. But I think that women need it probably more, but it's hard to find women that really need it because they're usually gonna be with their old man. You know what I'm saying? And so, what's the best way for me to do that and be safe? And then I don't want words to get around to everybody, just the people. You know what I'm saying? That I'm telling to come. What would be the best way for me to And I'm just like this because I went to church and they didn't give a what about me,
I don't
but
know.
you don't have a word on that. Yeah, that's pretty tough though, ain't it? And I would think just coming from church, there would be church people that would, like volunteer, be like, hey, I can sit out there for a couple of hours while people take a shower and whatever. But they're not even thinking about you
What
like
church
that.
you went to?
I went to Woodlawn. They real stuck up.
You seen my person down there?
Your man.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. If I did, I didn't recognize. It's real, real dark down that way. So it's a bunch of people, so I couldn't really make out faces and stuff. But I don't think he was down there. I thought I could think it was some dudes with dreads, dark skinned dudes, no light skinned dudes. Uh, all right, so you don't have no advice for me on that. But it is the right thing to do, right? I just gotta find some type of security or not security, but somebody else to be there too, so I'm not by myself.
I'm just trying to figure out like how you get glitter on you every day. Every day you have glitter on you, but I don't use glitter.
Cause some girl hugging on him, it don't mean that he cheating.
Yeah, he cheating.
Cause I come and give you a hug, but you're not
Every
cheating.
day,
Uh,
every day you gotta have glitter on you every day up under your clothes.
you want me to go walk back that way and see if I see him?
No,
You sure? I
yes,
don't mind.
but you got glitter up under your clothes, so
Is he coming home at least? Eventually coming home?
yeah, they go home. Like,
Yeah.
damn,
That's
every
what
day,
men.
man.
That's what men do.
Man, man ain't eat, don't eat. Look, I ain't in that type of goddamn type of whatever you want to call it, for a cheater.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, you just hiding from me. You running from me because I'm finna goddamn. like I don't be. You feel me?
The last 4 of you. So this is God lesson that God trying to tell me. And I mean, He's made it very clear that don't nobody need me. Even though I want to be helpful or useful, don't nobody need me because everybody's giving me stuff. Like literally, the dude. I was just messing with him because I was talking to the girl. I was just messing with him and was just like, hey, what you got in there? Just being nosy. And he said he has, some seafood. You want it? And I was just like, where you get it from? It's crazy. So, man, shit's crazy as hell. But anyways, let me get off of here because obviously, what I think I'm trying to do, God is like, that's not what's happening. Because it's not happening. I have not done anything for anybody tonight. Everybody has done stuff for me. Like literally everybody. Everybody. Everybody has done something for me tonight. But anyway, let me get off of here.